All right, welcome back to another half Ironman training day. Today, it's currently like 8 in the morning, and we got a little bike ride this morning. I found a little group that rides near here. Dallas, it's really hard to ride by yourself just because it's so crowded. There's really not that many paths around here that go on for more than like maybe 10 miles at the most. And even those paths are like, you know, a ton of road crossings. They're just brutal. So it's nice to get in a group ride every now and again. I found a group that's right around here, so I'm gonna go meet up with them this morning. I've ridden with this group one time before, but there was like 4 or 5 of us, so I'm hoping it'll be a bit of a bigger group this time around. Just 20 miles, so a little over an hour. The ride technically starts at 8:30. I'm hoping to be back here by 10. You know, that's kind of what it looks like this morning. So this will actually be the longest that we've been on the bike, which is kind of sad. But this is going to be like, you know, the longest bike ride that we've done so far in this training plan, which is, again, it's only 20 miles. I know it's not that far. It's a little over an hour, but for the most part, so far, it's just been hour-long Peloton rides and shorter things like that. So this will be the longest that we've been on the bike this training period. If I'm being honest, I really don't want to go. I say that, it's not bad. It's, like I said, it's 8 in the morning, starts at 8:30. It's not a bad way to start the day. I'm hoping there's quite a bit of people there this time. I feel like that makes it a little bit better. And there's like a bunch of people, especially when you're riding on the roads like that. Like, I don't ride on the roads at all if I'm by myself. Will not do it. I do not ride on the roads. I stick strictly to paths, and the paths can get kind of old because, you know, there's a ton of people walking and a ton of road crossings you have to stop at all the time, but it's better than riding by yourself on the road. I just don't, I have zero interest in doing that. It's dangerous as hell, especially in Dallas. Like, there's just absolutely no shot. Everyone hates you. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that guy either. So, aired out the tires last night. We should be good to go. I have a feeling last time me and my dad did this ride like a month ago. And last time we did it, we ended up averaging, shoot, I forget what it was. It wasn't very fast. It was something like 15 miles per hour, something like that. Something not very fast. So again, it's a fairly easy ride. I'm gonna start going with these guys every Saturday. Every Saturday I'm in town, at least I'm gonna start going with these guys. And eventually I'll get to the point where that'll kind of be like my bigger ride, because they have 40-mile rides that they do as a group. And that's perfect, you know what I mean? Especially for mornings or a Saturday where I wanna do a brick. It's like a 40-mile ride with everybody over there, come back and then get in a few miles running. Like, that's huge and that's perfect. So I'm gonna start using this group more and more, especially if I like them today. And they were great last time. You know, it was a great, nice, fun ride last time. I'm not sure how many videos I'll actually get while we're riding, just because, I mean, with the group, it's kind of odd, but we'll see. We'll see. I may not even post this video because, you know, if I end up not being able to video while I'm out there, then, you know. But yeah, that's all I got for you right now. Let's go meet some people and get a bike in. Sorry, I'm still kind of, it's been a rough morning already just because I got up a little bit early, decided I'd make some coffee, play a couple games of chess, and then I lost 5 times in a row at chess. And I finally won one, so day's looking up, I guess. Let's go get it done. We'll see you guys out there. All right, well, we are, let's see, like 16, 17 miles into this bike ride. This is kind of the only safe spot to be able to take a video. It's actually in my neighborhood, so this is kind of like the one spot that I can actually get a good video. This is the group we're riding with today. 6 of us total. It's been about 6. I forgot to stop my watch, so I don't actually know the pace that we've been biking at. Whenever I look down, we've been going, I mean, anywhere between 15 to 18 miles per hour, so not a bad day, right? Like, that's I'm happy with that, especially this early on in the training. I'm just happy to get the 20 miles in. So we're on the last few miles right now, and then I'm gonna cut this if I don't end up doing it, but I'm thinking maybe a 3-mile run whenever I get home. Just get the first little brick out of the way, you know? But we'll see what happens. It's been a great ride so far. That's it's a good group. It's a good group we've been riding with. It's a fun ride. You know, it's better when you're with people. It goes by way faster. It's not nearly as grueling as it is when you're just by yourself, you know? The biggest downside is we're on the road 90% of the time, so like I said, no videoing is really possible, but yeah, took the one video when I could, so hopefully you guys can appreciate that. I was gonna go buy a new helmet because this one's like the $15 helmet from Walmart, and I'm not sure that's the best one for triathlon training. All right, all that being said, We'll see you guys, like I said, like 5-6 minutes left in this ride and we're done. Probably more than 10 probably, but still, we're almost done. So we'll see you guys back at the house most likely. May or may not be getting a 5-mile run in here pretty soon. So let's go finish this thing up. See you guys in a minute. All right, well, bike is finished up. And I just had to immediately start running or else I would have talked myself out of it very, very quickly. So I literally got home, put my shoes on, and just had to get out the door or else I wouldn't have gone. So this is the first brick of the training session, or of the training program, excuse me. Now, that being said, it's a short brick. This will be the shortest one we do. You know, 23 miles is not too bad. That being said, it is still the first one, right? So I am gonna take this run very easy. I'm gonna make sure I don't cramp. I'm gonna make sure, I'm just gonna try and feel good. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna try and feel positive, not push too hard, walk when I wanna walk, run when I wanna run, and just get a solid 3 miles in. All right, mile 1, 10:12. Now, I've kind of decided, again, this is not very structured, but I've kind of decided that I'm gonna take the first 2 miles and just kind of really take it easy. Do that same thing again, run another about 10-12 minute mile, you know, and then on mile 3, kick it on home, see if I can't hold a good solid fast mile on mile 3. There's a good chance I won't be able to, just because, like I said, this is the first brick I'm doing, but I really don't feel too bad right now. I feel pretty solid when I'm running. I feel good. Still taking frequent walk breaks just to make sure that I don't start cramping up and, you know, make sure I stay feeling good. But mile 2 will probably look very, very similar to mile 1, where I take a couple walk breaks. And then mile 3, I'm just gonna kick it on home and yeah, see if I can't hold a really good fast mile. So turn around here in point 4 and we will see you guys at mile 2. Mile 2, 11:41. Honestly, slower than I thought it was gonna be, but we're on a mile 3. We're trying to kick it home, so I'm not gonna video for long because I need my oxygen right now. We will see you guys back at the house. Hopefully we can keep this last mile under 8:30-ish. That's the goal. All right, see you guys after this mile. All right, well, the run has been finished up. Mile 3 was an 8:08, so I'm very happy with that. It was much harder than I thought it was gonna be, if I'm being completely honest. I thought even after a 20-mile bike ride, 3 miles wouldn't be that bad, but that 3 miles actually hurt me a little bit. It also got much warmer than I thought it would. It's about 77 right now, which is, you know, in full sun, so it definitely got warmer than I thought it was. That probably hurt me on the run a little bit as well, but that's also kind of due to we didn't get started on the bike until a little bit late. I guess we'll just walk through the whole workout today really quickly. The bike, like I said, we got started a little bit late, 8:45 instead of 8:30, which, you know, usually is fine. Like, I don't really care that much. Biggest downside was it made the run a little bit hotter. So, you know, that was the only downside of that. Now, the way the bike works, it's a group ride, and I've never really done group rides before, but this one's really nice. And it was a group of 6 of us, and we all stuck together the whole time. There was one leader who's, you know, done the route quite a bit, and he sets the pace. We're usually cruising about 16 miles an hour. It's kind of like what we were averaging the whole time. And then there's 2 separate zones. They call them go zones. And the first one is up this massive hill. And up that hill, it's go. You know, you go at your own pace. You can take off if you want to. You can, you know, take it slow if you want to up that big hill, because it is kind of a monster. So they had 2 zones like that where it's just like, you go as fast as you want for this zone. At the end of that little zone, there was a 7-Eleven we took a break at, and then a park that we met up at. So nobody got split up. But I really tried to hit it hard on both of those go zones, because the 16 miles an hour felt really nice. It felt really natural, not pushing too hard, especially with a group like that. You know, I'm not in the wind the whole time. I'm able to kind of draft behind some of the other guys for a little bit of it, so that makes it much, much easier. So yeah, when those go zones came around, I tried to take advantage as much as I could, and I just pushed really, really hard. And I would say we can go take a look at it on the map, and you'll see that I went much faster in these spots, but it's probably not the case, because the first go zone was up that big hill, and the second go zone was just dead into the wind. And so in terms of pace, I probably didn't go any faster in those go zones than I did the rest of the ride, but it was just pushing way, way harder to maintain that pace. So, and then moving into the run from there, like I said, we took the first 2 miles pretty easy, just kind of warming into the run, getting your legs warmed up. I took a couple walk breaks in both mile 1 and mile 2, slower miles, not really looking for pace. And then mile 3, pushed really, really hard. And getting an 808 on mile 3 in the, you know, heat, quote unquote, but in the heat, in the sun, after, you know, the 20-mile bike and a couple miles of running already, I'm pretty pleased with that. For the first brick of this training, I think that's a win, and I'm happy with it. Now, all that being said, I am starving. I think Mango's hungry. Oh, Mango, you hungry? You hungry? You wanna go get something to eat? Yeah, I think she's hungry too. So we're gonna go get something to eat and then watch some college football. It's gonna be a good day. And we are better today than we were yesterday. We better tomorrow than we are today. Good shit, team.